Hello there, Hikari's voice. Hmm? I stopped gazing upwards and peeked over the side from on top of the car to see who was there. And
ねえ、そんなとこで何してんの？
and what do you know, big fucking surprise.
プレアデス1号でどこまで倍率上げられるか試してみようって言ってるんだけど。
Oh man, you're going in already to make it even. Oh, I'm fine here. I can see plenty already. I answered simply and turned my eyes up again. And then,
よっと。
oh, they're gonna be joining me like the good old days.
ねえ、ちょっと見てないで手貸してよ。
But I was relaxing. I gave in and helped her up. And of course, Saya was right behind her. Don't go falling off or anything. I don't want you to break any of your limbs. Oh, god damn it. And
危なかった。
you wouldn't have even fallen that far anyway. Saya finally made her way up, and Hikari patted down her now rustled up clothes. Jesus, I was just starting to enjoy myself up here.
いい気分を独り占めは良くないよ。ねえ、さや。
Clumsy ass Saya. Saya came close and sat next to me. Oh.
仲間外れは嫌だよ。
Oh, we're never leaving you out, you little cutie. That's not what I was doing. I was just enjoying some alone time, not leaving anyone out of anything.
さやばっかずるい。
Because if I was leaving her out, I'm technically leaving Hikari out too. So technically, I'm just having alone time. Ah! Hey, watch it! Jesus Christ. Hikari followed Saya's lead and sat on the opposite side, leaning against me. Oh, Jesus, you two. I guess they didn't really see me as a guy, but just as a friend. I don't know about that. Still, I didn't want to say that out loud and have them treat me different, or have things get awkwardly silent or something. Plus, it wasn't so bad.
何見てたの？
Looking up at the sky. If I just came out and said it, it probably wouldn't have been as fun, so I kept silent.
わかった。サンタクロースだ。
Oh man, I remember when Santa existed.
いるの？
She started looking around for him, you fucking derp. Of course not. Besides, even if Santa was real, we'd have to move around so fast that you would even be able to see him. You could see that faint light, right?
淡い光？オリオン大星雲？
Ah, ye old Orion. So I look up at the sky even more. Under the 3 stars of Orion's belt are 3 small stars in a straight line, the center of which is M42, the Orion Nebula. It's a diffuse nebula that spans about 30 light years. If you look hard enough, even with the naked eye, you can see the nebula's gay haze. Nah, I already saw that. I used Palladius 1 to check that out. It was definitely a sight to behold. It's something fainter. Something you can't even see with a telescope.
もっと淡くて。
Which is pretty crazy, I know, but bear with me.
望遠鏡じゃ見られない天体？
Saya, you're the hint. The answer's right there in front of you. Oh. Kari had just been staring blankly in the sky, but suddenly looked like she's had something.
もしかして天の川？
I nodded. Saya's last name is the same as the Japanese word for Milky Way. Is it? Alright. You can just barely make it out, right? Saya worked so hard to focus her eyes up on the sky. It was fainter than it would have been during the summer. It was a sight you definitely couldn't see from the city, and even out in a relatively small town like this, it was a pretty rare sight.
あれかな？
It was growing late, and the lights in the town were dying down, so you could see the faint glow of it rising up between the stars. Still, even with your eyes adjusted to the dark, it would be hard to pick out if you didn't know what you were looking for. But when you did manage to spot it, it was really something special. It was a really peaceful sort of feeling, out there on that cold winter night. It's Christmas.
昔はさ、も もっと見えてた気がする。
Well, Christmas Eve, but it's reaching Christmas, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's because the town has grown a lot bigger. The stars up above slowly lost out to the growing expanse of light from the surface of the earth.
いつか見えなくなっちゃうのかな。
Sadly, probably yes.
ちょっと寂しいね。
She said that, seemingly cold as she hugged her knees. Everything kept changing. The town, the people, even the stars in the sky. Some say, you know, this sky might be a sky full of stars, you know? We might have lost even more than we had ever noticed. We're all just dotting. As I grew silent, the two of them exchanged looks with each other.
せーの。
I swear to God.
さっきはごめんなさい。
What? Hmm?
騙すような真似して。
Oh, it probably helped me more than anything, really. Nah, it's fine. You said it yourself, I probably wouldn't have even used the Platius one if you hadn't done all that. I was embarrassed, but I felt kind of glad too.
一応言っておくと、あの作戦考えたのはサヤだからね。
Damn, just throw Saya under the fucking bus.
光が裏切った。
Get wrecked! Saya looked pretty worked up.
だってアキト君、自分のことになるとすぐ抱え込んで人に頼ろうとしなくなるもん。でも人のことだと逆に頑張っちゃうの知ってるから。そうそう、そういうアキトの性格を逆手に取った作戦をサヤが考えたんだよ。
Really, the only two who would come up with a plan like this is you idiots.
光怒るよ。キャー、サヤが怒った。怖いよ。
This isn't even mad, it's just irritated.
もう光。
They play fought with each other while I was stuck between them. I guess they really knew a thing or two about me.
でもよかった。アキト君がまた星を見てくれて。苦しくならなかった。
She asked this pretty sincerely. So I look up at the sky. Partway through, yeah. I figured I'd better be honest. After looking through for a while, I suddenly got all nervous, like I was about to lose my footing or something. We were so immersed in the sky that we were just, woo! Even now, my legs feel a bit shaky. That's why I came up here, to be alone. Just wandering around through space with that telescope. Before I realized it, I was far into the unknown without any sense of how to get back, and just kind of set me off. Normally, I would have just taken off right then and there, but I couldn't do that. Not tonight. What? Hikari and Saya were here tonight, along with all the members of the Six Stars Club. Plus, our handmade Platius 1 was there. Anyway, during my deep space flight with my own fears, I saw some light ahead. That's when my dad's words came echoing through my ears again. Oh.
暗闇を恐れることはない。夜の闇が暗いほど星はまばゆく輝くのだから。
Oh, they even voiced it this time. Got me. Shining stars are like signposts showing us that there is something way out there. As long as you follow the light of the stars, you're bound to get somewhere. These shining stars are what gives off true light after all.
光。
They had somewhat confused looks on their faces as they listened. Anyway, I got all stressed out, but having you all here helped me overcome it.
そうなんだ。よかった。うん。よかった。
Hey, Kari, you'll be back in a year, right?
うん。多分。長くなっちゃう可能性はあるけど、 ずっと向こうってわけじゃないはずだよ。
I mean, as long as she's not gonna be gone forever, ever, you know what I mean? Hearing that made me smile. Alright, you really are like a bright shooting star, you know? Dazzling by as she went, vanishing only to maybe come back again some other time, and causing a ruckus every single time she appeared. I guess I can wait a year. I've already waited 4. Let's watch the skies together again when you come back.
秋とは
Damn.
じゃあ天文部はやめないの？
I don't think I can at this point.
さやに聞いた。観測会がうまくいったら天文部をやめるつもりでいるって。
I gave a small chuckle. Nah, I ain't gonna quit. How could I quit something this interesting? Hikari seemed relieved and Saya smiled happily. No matter how hard we tried, I don't think we could ever hide who we really were. I love stargazing, and I loved hanging around with these two. Let's continue our galactic journey. There's still plenty of space to explore. In fact, I'd say almost infinite.
行こう。
Yes. So I look up the sky again. The Mikazuki Astronomy Club might be gone, but we still had the Six Stars Club. As of that night, our journey through the stars was once again on the move. Jesus. So many emotions happen all the time in this game. Did we just get another sick intro? Alright, I'm down. I'm good for more intros. Where am I going? Don't take me back! I don't want to go back! I want to stay! Hello? Oh, okay. I guess we're now. The stargazing event had gone off without any problems, and it was a few days later. It was the middle of winter break, and everybody was busy with their end-of-year plans. That was when my life began to change. Uh-oh. Is that when everything starts happening? What the shit?
ネットで知り合った OL とメッセージのやり取りって何なの？バカなの？
Funny enough, you're gonna get a laugh out of this one. Saya grumbled, sounding a bit sullen as she stroked Katara's head.
コタちゃんはそんな風になっちゃダメだからね。
She's like, I'm a dog. He's not gonna do it. Saya was bent over, and I could feel waves of icy emotions coming off her back. So I snuck by her and carried my luggage into my new home. Oh shit. Ah, I like it. It's because we're living here now. Yeah, it's way better than the room. Damn it, Hikari. I grumbled as I deposited my things in the corner of the room.
まだ言ってる。
Always. Hikari came in behind me and dropped some more bags on the floor.
言っとくけど見せてないよ。
Thank God. Then how does she know about Kamiko?
話したから。
You son of a bitch.
だって前に話すって約束したし。隠し事してるみたいで気分良くないじゃん。
I just hadn't gotten around to it, even if I was going to. I mean, and what about our promise, huh? You know, like.
だからログは見せてないって。ただコマコさんとアキトの馴れ初めとメッセージのやり取りしてたって話しただけで。
I hate you. You were supposed to not say anything about it. Whatever, it's fine. I still got the letter. And now, thanks to you, I'm forced to live in this situation that can only be described as an ice age. I was being tormented by Saya's icy glares and passive-aggressive comments. There was no way I could expect any Odin now.
どんまい。
Eh. Her attitude was so flippant, I almost wanted to hit her. What?
それよか。引っ越しの片付けしちゃおうよ。
I hope hitting you meant like wham, like on the head, like a fucking just karate chop, not like an actual just punch in the face. I could take care of myself with the rest of the stuff. It's not like I have that much say many things anyway.
そう言わずに手伝わせてよ。日本にいられるのもあとちょっとなんだから。
I guess. Oh, Jesus. With that, Hikari started cleaning up. Fine! God. Starting today, this is where I'd be living. It took a while, but I finally found a place to stay. It was only a minute walk from the station, and even at a convenience store underneath it. It really felt like I was living on my own in the city. On top of that, rent was cheap, and it even included meals. Oh, yeah. Deal this good were few and far between. There was just one thing I was worried about. Oh, no.
ねえ、ここに住むってことは先生と結婚する気になったってこと？
No, not happening until I get her fan disc translated. We got any professional translators in the chat? I mean, why don't you know what? In the comments, let me know and translate the fan disc for me, and I will play it because it sounds fucking amazing. Absolutely not.
まあ早乙女先生美人だし先生ならしょうがないかなって思うけどさ。
She is an attractive woman, but have you seen how she acts? I just said that has nothing to do with it! The room was on the second floor of the stop-and-buy convenience store. Duh. The room was part of Miss Maharu. I almost said Miss Maharu. A part of Maharu Satome's house. This was the house that our old homeroom teacher had grown up in. I can't wait to graduate and get out on my own. I mean, technically, you're out on your own right now. The room was great, and it was exactly what I'd wanted, but I didn't want to get stuck here and turn into Miss Maharu's adopted son.
おや？エッチな本発見！
Hey! Stop fucking touch my shit! It is not! Hikari was holding a comic magazine that did have a few racy bikini model pages. She slid it under my dictionary. I was living at school! There was no way I would have something like that!
その割には必死すぎない？
Well, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Most people probably wouldn't consider this a naughty book, but I guess it would depend on who you asked. By the way, Hikari, there's been something I've wanted to ask you for quite a while now.
何？
Oh no, what am I about to ask? A while back, you told me you were sick of looking at the stars.
そうだっけ？
Yeah, when we were kids. Don't play dumb! That was one of the reasons we'd had our huge fight. Look at this face. You told me you were sick of it, but you never really stopped looking at the stars, did you? It wasn't just at the Six Stars Club activities either. Hikari had been looking at the stars the whole time since back then. That much was obvious after going back through our chat logs with Komiko. So, my question is, why did you say it?
なんでかな。ただの気まぐれ？ほら、私秋っぽいし。
God, she's still bullshitting. Give me the truth, woman! It looked like she was going to avoid the question until the very end, then. If you say so. In that case, you won't mind if I read that letter, huh? Still got it.
なんでそうなるのよ。
I'm gonna get that letter. I think the real reason is written in that letter. That's what. Not very convincing. Oh, did I hit a nerve? Hikari was getting flustered. Did that mean it really was written in the letter? You're damn right. We're opening that letter.
そんなことしたら、コマコさんのログ、さやに見せるわよ。
I literally don't give a shit anymore. You broke that fucking deal. Fine by me. The secret's already out. If she finds out what you've been up to, Saya will not be pleased with you either, you know. I had no doubt that my ice age with Saya would get even colder, but Hikari would be affected by the aftermath as well. Hikari looked like someone had poked her in a sore spot and didn't say any more. I won't read the letter if you'll talk about your reason. What do you say? Will you talk to me? Come on.
だから、ただの気まぐれだって。私の性格、よく知ってるでしょ。
Alright, I'm reading the letter. I don't even care anymore. It's over. I did. That was how I could tell something wasn't right. Exactly. Hikari wasn't one to easily betray the things she cared about. Hikari bit her lip as she glared at me. She really didn't want to talk about it. But I couldn't have her leave without hearing her reason, so I refused to back down.
わかった。話すよ。
Alright. Now we got that. Let's thank you.
でも、顔見られてると話しづらい。あっち向いてて。
Okay, that's a weird request, but I don't trust this, but whatever. After all this time, are there really things you get embarrassed about around me?
あるわよ。パンツとか見られたくないもん。
Well, right. Other people would be embarrassed about saying that out loud too, I thought to myself. Alright, fine. Let me just turn around. I rolled my eyes but turned around and sat cross-legged on the floor. I'm waiting. Hikari was probably making sure I wasn't going to suddenly spin back around to look at her. Here, look, I'll even close my eyes for you. How about this? I'll close my eyes and then I'll cover my eyes with my hands. Here you go. I'm working on it. I close my eyes.
あのね、実はね。
Here it comes. Here it comes. Hikari hesitantly began speaking.
私、あの時。
Damn, this is so hard for her to say right now. Question mark? The shit? Something felt strange. When I turned to look over my shoulder, Hikari was tiptoeing out of the room. You son of a bitch! Hey! You wait right there!
やだ、待たない。
You son of a bitch! Then you're fine with me reading I stopped mid-sentence. Well, Hikari was holding an envelope with a bunny sticker on it. You piece of shit! Give that back.
やだ、絶対返さない。
Oh, them's fighting. We're about to start fighting, and it gonna be pretty. When I stood up to take the letter back, Hikari stuffed it down her shirt into her bra. You think that's gonna stop me? Fuck that. I've known you for so fucking long that I think and I've seen them, by the way. I just reach in there and be like, whoop, don't even care. Deal with it.
へへ、これでどうよ。
I hope that's how he reacts. Please. I know he's not going to, but please. Hikari thrusts her chest out and looks a look of triumph on her face. Even with all her clothes, I could see that her chest was quite large. Well, duh, look at it! That meant her bra would be plenty big. Enough, though, so that stuffing a letter in it would be no problem.
取れるもんなら取ってみなさい。ほれほれ。
You really want to play this game? You really think that's gonna stop me? He's gonna fucking do it! Hikari faltered at that.
嘘。
You think I give a fuck anymore? Give me back that letter!
やだやだターンマ隠すとこ変えるからパンツに隠すから待って
You don't know that! If it was right at your crotch, I'd probably reach on in there and grab it. I wouldn't touch anything, of course, other than the letter. I just grabbed the fucking letter. It would make no difference to me. Without hesitation, I lunged forward to get the letter back. Oh god, oh, this is gonna look real bad.
でこら揉んでるそれ本当に揉んじゃってるって
Give me that fucking letter, woman! Stop moaning! You're gonna make this weird. And make me feel weird. Oh, jeez. This is not... Dude, he's like fondling it. He's not like reaching in and just grabbing for it. Maybe he's like trying to feel around for where it could be? That's probably what it is.
なりなさいよちょっとはっていうかもだえてないし全然もだえてなんかないし
Hold on, let me just sit here and fondle your boobs for a second while I figure out where this letter is. Kari kept moaning as she said this. I hadn't intended on it, but I began to feel a strange sensation. Why the hell does this feel so soft? 'Cause it's a breast! It seriously felt like I was touching something made out of fluffy marshmallows. But if this was Hikari, this was getting me nowhere, so I decided to settle things once and for all.
ってそこじゃないそこちだ服に手入れないで
Oh damn, he's going straight for it. Get him! Get that letter! If you'd stop squirming, this would be over already!
エッチ変態ドエッチ誰か
Oh, that's bad for me. It's over. Oh, fuck. Well, you know, there could be worse people. It's exactly what it looks like. Miss Maharu had entered the room and did not look happy. Looked like the veins on her forehead would pop right out. How long have you been standing there? Like the last minute, or just stepped in, or?
引っ越してきて早々部屋に女を連れ込むとはいい度胸してるじゃないの
I can't tell if you're about to scold me or about to just be a perv or.
甘つさえ無理やり行為に及ぼうだなんて
Nope, that's anger right there. No, this isn't what it looks like.
先生アキトがひどいんです
Wow, this is bullshit. How can I? Oh god, no one's gonna be on my side. Not even Saya. She's mad at me. Kari ran and hid behind Miss Maharu. Hey! Get your ass back here! Excuse me. I have business to attend to, and it involves fondling this girl's giant tits so I can get that fucking letter! Miss Maharu moved to block my way before I could get to Hikari.
そこに座りなさい空見くん
Uh,
正座よ
but I need to...
早く
Alright, I'll just... Yes, ma'am. I sat.
あなたがそういうことに興味を持つ年頃だというのは先生よくわかるわけれどね順序というものがあるの嫌がる女の子に無理やり行為に及ぶというのは
What if I just, like, I don't know, told you what the story of what's happening? It had been years since I had heard Miss Maharu use her teacher's scolding voice. Yeah, it's kind of weird. As she began, Hikari looked at me.
ごめんね
You I will have my revenge. Hikari mouthed the word silently before she descended down the stairs without a sound. Oof, so salty right now. You have no fucking idea. I want to know what's in that goddamn letter, and now it's never gonna happen. Damn you, Hikari. You know what's pretty sweet though? I live where I work and work where I live, so when I'm done with my shift, I just go up in my room. There you go, done. If I want some food, literally just come down. Hey, I need a pork bun. Ah, fucking sweet. And then go back upstairs. Well, I gotta buy it first. Can I? Wait, no, I get free food. If I pay my rent. Fucking whatever. Miss Maharu's lecture had lasted a full hour. The last of which was her explaining how terrible I was for getting frisky in an unmarried woman's house. Hikari did call her later to explain that it was just a misunderstanding, but she had still made off with the letter. And I'm salty about it. That was probably her reason for offering to help me move in from the start. She'd played me like a fucking fiddle.
悪かったわよ。勘違いして。
Yeah? Well, now you gotta help me get that letter back. Ooh, that'd be amazing. Nah, it's our fault for doing something that could be taken way wrong in the first place. I was more upset that Akari didn't have to suffer through an entire hour of listening to the trials and tribulations of an unmarried woman with me.
でもね、私が言ったことはとても大事なことなのよ。年頃のあなたたちには。
Miss Maharo, I get it. I know it's cool. Like everything you were saying was probably totally right, but this means something different. As she said this, Miss Maharo grabbed a box off the shelf and walked over the register. Oh God, no. She scanned it and paid for it herself. Don't tell me what I think it is.
おごりよ。持ってなさい。
Yep, here it comes. Watch. What is it? What? Wait for it. The box was very colorful. Uh-huh. The unknowing customer might think it was a box of cigarettes or some candy, but I worked here. I knew exactly what it was. These are... Yeah, here it comes. These were a type of contraceptive device. Yep. They were made out of latex and meant specifically for men. I hate you.
大人の男のたしなみよ。
She said it with a cool air about her, but she couldn't help her cheeks from blushing a bit. With that, she hurriedly made her way back into the back of the store. If you're gonna be awkward about it, you don't need to do it in the first place. I wish she'd put herself in my shoes before doing this. How does she think I feel getting condoms from my old childhood teacher, who's now a NEET? Wasn't sure if I really wanted to take them or not, but I shoved the colorful box in my pocket before anyone else could see me with it, which will probably lead to some sillier shenanigans later on when I realize that I have the box in my shits when the girl I'm with also realizes that I have the box in my shits, which will probably be really bad for me, and it's bad juju. Yeah, staying at Miss Maharo's starting today. I just got out of the shower.
じゃあもう天文部行っても食い物はねえのか。
No more food. Even if there was, there wouldn't be any for you. I was drying my hair with a towel as I made my way back to my room. Miss Maharo had let me use her bath that time I went swimming in the dead of winter, but now the old tiles have been replaced and it looked fucking fantastic.
お前が下宿始めたら入り浸ろうって思ってたけど、先々じゃできねえな。
Guess that's not happening. If you're just stopping by to hang out or whatever, it should be fine. Come by whenever you like, Takachi.
おう、引っ越し祝い持ってくわ。
Don't tell me it's gonna be more condoms. Jesus. As we spoke, I put my legs under the heated table. It's gonna be another cold night. The box of condoms that Miss Mahara had given me sat in front of me. I forgot I had left it out. Shit, man. I decided to put it somewhere out of sight. For a moment, I considered throwing it out, but then I figured there was a slim possibility I may end up using them. Well, you gotta be careful, because condoms have a expiration date. So, which is weird, but then again, everything kind of has an expiration date, for the most part. Who the heck would I use them with? Are you fucking... You can't even right now. You can't be fucking serious, game. You can't put me in this situation right now, cause brain not working. Alright, it's gonna be a short episode. So guys, who should we do? Hikari or Saya? Cause it's gonna... This is pretty self-explanatory. Would we use condoms for Hikari or Saya? Hey, I'm good with either of them, alright? Like, so it's up to you to make up my mind for me. Was this the fucking circle button on the PlayStation 4? Alright! So, yeah, short episode, but that's okay. That's okay. Because you know what that means is, you guys get to choose, and I'll do it based on who you guys want me to check out first and such. So, yeah. I always hate when these decisions pop up whenever I'm not ready for them. Whenever I'm just like, usually I'm like, I don't really know who I want yet. And then, like, sometimes I'm like, yep, I already know who I want. But that's not the case right now, because all of them are just silly, except maybe Corona. Corona's just kind of there. She just doesn't exist until she does. It's like, hey, Corona, how you doing? But her and Orihime aren't options right now, because we're not on the common route 2. We're on the common route 1. So are we doing Hikari or Saya with the condoms? It's not even the question. I mean, technically it's a question. Who would we... Tell me! Tell me in the comments!